welcome to my channel, and this video is going to be quite interesting, and we'll see different operations of pandas data frame, and we have discussed few things related to how to create using different list dictionaries, um, to create created data frame using pandas. So we'll see some of new things in this particular video regarding data frames and operations in the data frame. Okay, so let's see the first code here. So replacing values in pandas data frame using regex. So this is one of the applications, like one of the applications in data frame. So we are going to use regex. Using regex, we are going to do some of the operations in data frame. So let's see. Okay, so here actually I'm just importing pandas. So we have to import pandas, and in as you have already known that in pandas that we have data frame uh, function that we need to import. So I have created alias for pandas and importing data frame functions, and I can pass any like list and series or dictionaries to create data frame. So here actually I'm passing one dictionary which has some three keys and some key values. So in key values I can assign various like lists, right? So to include various parameters, I'm using lists for different keys of the dictionary. That I think you probably know that already. And okay, so this is how actually I created the data frame, and this is nothing but the index. Okay, so you can manually index, like if you're not going to create any separate index for your data frame, it what the pandas application will do. So it will just try to create like default index as zero. From zero it will like start the indexing. So it will, for default indexing will be 0 to going 0 and 4th. But if you want to do some manually setup for index, so here actually how I manually set up for index, like I have given a string of this particular date format, and in period actually here I have used to convert this string into date time format in pandas. In Python, there is library date time, you can use that, but in pandas you can directly use period uh, to use this string as datetime format. Okay, so yes, I have just taken a list of indexes, and whatever indexes I have created, so that df is nothing but the data frame that I have created. So in this data frame there are different type of like parameters. In this data frame we have columns, rows, right? So index also is there. Index means this part, this all values. So what all the indexes I have assigning, like manually that I have created indexes, I have just assigned these particular values to my indexes. So this is nothing but how my data frame looks, as you can see. Okay, so this is how it looks, and replace the matching strings, replace the matching string. Okay, so as you can know, uh, I have some city name that is Newark, New Delhi, and New Orleans. So I want to replace this new to a new underscore, right? So how to do that? There is a replace argument, or there is a replace function in df, that inbuilt pandas function. So in the data frame we can use that in replacing, like whatever the values are there in the new keyword. So in place of what, so in bracket, that means the in place of small n or capital N. So from starting, it is starting of the word. So in the place of capital N and small n, where the new word is there, so I'm just assigning a new whatever the desired value that I need. And regex is and we have to write regex is true, because we are not actually manually importing regex that we used to do to use any external functions. So but here actually there is a argument we can pass through the replace function, but just creating regex is equal to true, so we can replace any values in the data frame, right? It maybe it is in different columns, that is possible. Okay, so one more data frame that I've created to show you one more example. So I have just changed this particular city name. So earlier it was New York, but I just created bracket city and New Delhi bracket Delhi. So that is a new thing that I have created in this particular data frame. And here actually I'm manually importing uh, regex package, or you can say regex module. I'm manually importing, and here I'm creating a function. uh, Here actually I'm creating a function uh, where I'm passing one argument city name. So you can consider this particular city name. So how I'm going to pass this particular column name in the data frame, so we'll see. But just for now you can see, okay, what are the values I'm passing this particular city name, what it will do. If this it will search, it will search through this particular city name, and wherever it will found, okay, this particular value is there. So in this city, in this particular column, wherever it will find, so these many values are there. So what it will do, it will just try to um, search for it. If it is there, it will come to this loop, or else if there is no such parameters are there, so it will just return the actual city name. But if there is any values in there, so it will navigate through this particular loop, and in this statement actually what it is doing. So wherever this particular parameter starts, so wherever this particular parameter starts, it just count his position, like what is the index values of this particular string. So it will catch this particular what particular index, and it will do just the indexing. So till this particular indexing till this particular index, it will just try to uh, try to subset. Let's see what this position value does actually. Okay, okay, so we have two value which contains this. So yes, we have two value which contains this. So one is this one is this one, and it is showing 9 10. So it will go 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So at the ninth index, it finds that. So as per our requirements, we don't need the whole thing, so I can do the manual setup. The after the ninth index, it will just eradicate all those things, right? So yes, all the positioning it will do, and it will just subset using the list. Then okay, so this is the function is doing that. But how we can apply in our particular data frame? So we just take this data frame, and in the data frame actually we can subsetting using bracket, square bracket, and we can pass whatever the column name. So this particular in this particular column name, we can use apply function. So here apply function is like will apply whatever the manually created functions, right? So in this apply function we can pass any function that we have created. So this function actually applied to this particular column of the data frame. So it will perform whatever the needs, like whatever the operation that we want to do. Okay, creating data frame panda series. So in we have seen how to create data frame dictionaries and list, that we can create data frame using panda. So in series also. Series is nothing but the list of series, you can say. So here this is the similar thing that we are getting, though we are passing list. And in pandas series, the in pandas actually we have series, a series functions is also there. So what we can do, without creating any like data frame, not importing in data frame, we can directly call series as well, but it is not as much that use, but it is important to know these things as well. So we can pass this particular list to this series, and it will just try to give you some column or row wise thing. But it, as you can know, it is when I try to check the type, it is not data frame, it is series. And yes, so we can create data frame using frame as well, like series, using multiple series. So we have created two lists, we have taken two lists, and using two lists we have created two series, right? So one series, this is one of the series and this is other series. So two series we can create in a frame, where I've assigned the column name in dictionaries, and passing to individual series. So if that frame we can pass to the data frame, it will result to this. So we can do that as well. So yes, so okay, so yes, we have done that. Like we can create data frame using series. Like we can use frame, or you can create dictionaries. Perform taken different series with the different keys of columns. We can after creating data frame. Okay, so we have created data frame like this. We have already created data frame using these two columns and series. So after creating the data frame, uh, we can add manually uh, any series to this particular existing data frame. So how we are doing this? Okay, so article and author column was there, like this is article and this is author. So we have created this data frame. Suppose we want to create one edge column. So yes, we can do that. So how we are going to do that? We can create, we can take separate list, and you can see we can convert this list to series, and whatever the this h column we can pass. So we can create, result is our data frame name. So we can create a separate column, so a separate column in this particular data frame, and you can pass this particular series to our data frame using any column name, right? Because we are assigning some values to this data frame using a column name. So we can do that. Okay, so next thing I want to see matplotlib. So matplotlib is nothing but it used to help you in data analysis. So that part actually I have not discussed, so I'll show you later. But yes, uh, here actually I'm just trying to show like the whatever numerical values available in the data frame. So we want to plot this. How to plot this? Same thing that we have taken to list, and same data frame that I'm calling, right? So same data frame I'm calling. So whatever the data frame that I've created here, the same data frame I'm using. So yes, so I have just import matplotlib pyplot. So pyplot is just going to give you the, so this is nothing but the data frame name. So I have just imported bar plot. So I have just plotted the bar plot here. In the bar plot, I just plot is nothing but the that I have imported using pyplot. So pyplot is nothing but gives you the space or dimension to create any bar plot, right? So when you, I'll talk more about uh, matplotlib and seaborn going forward, but yes, we can do that thing as well. Like just take the data frame and plot the bar plot. So yes, so it will create like that. So whatever numerical value existed, it will try to plot. Okay, so let's work with the string values. So how it is gonna work with string values? So I have to import for input output string input output. So that module actually I need because in a data science end-to-end project. So when we are going to take data from different, like you can call uh, you can take data from your internal databases, or you can say from third-party APIs. So the data may come in very different format. So if it comes in string values, so comma separated values or semicolon separated values. So here actually semicolon separated values, so each separated value you can convert to this data frame, or it is so it is reading, like there is different ways to read pandas, that like data in the pandas. So here actually it is comma separate value, so I can see like all the strings, how the strings are separated. So I have mentioned the semicolon and I'm trying to read the CSV using df. So it will do like first column, it will try to consider its column, then all the values it will just assign to each column name, right? So this is where how it behaves. And so date, event, cost, it will be considered as column name, or what are the values are there single separate values, it will be considered as data frames. So yes, this is also one of the ways it is possible. And okay, so how to cleaning, let's do the cleaning part, like clean the string data using the given data frame. So yes, I have just created a simple data frame using dictionaries. So yes, this is the data frame as you can see, and I want to clean this, like whatever the umbrella value is there. Like I want to do what I want to do. The first letter should be in capital, but remaining letters should be in small letter. I want to do that, so I can do one thing. I can create a function whatever I need, and I want to apply this in this particular what to say in this particular data frame. Okay, so you can do like that. So here actually what I have done, I have not applied manually created function to the data frame. I directly imported or take argument to this particular function as data frame, and I did whatever the steps that I need to do. So df.shape is nothing but it will give you whatever shape of your data frame. So if I go and check whatever my shape, like df.shape will give you nothing but the rows and column. So four rows and four columns are there. So you can see there are four rows and four column in my data frame. So it will just try to do the indexing. If you trying to know what is zero, like this is my value, so this is the zeroth index, this is the one index, so it will give you four. The first index whatever values are there, first index, it will give you four. So in range function, so you can see this particular value will give you 4. So in range function, so in range, I'll try to show you. In range will give you from 0 till before that number. So if you can see range 4, so it will give you range of 0 to 1, 0 to 4. If you want to print to whatever values are there. Okay, so if you want to know what are the range 4 will give, so you can see, you can go iterate through, like for I in range Okay, so you can see the range 4 will give you nothing but 0 to like 3, the 4 values from 0, 1, 2, 3. So here actually it will just iterate through 0, 1, 2, 3. So what I mean here is it will iterate through all the rows, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, all the rows. Okay, so yes, ilock means it will try to. Oh, suppose I'll show you one thing, like what df.ilock will do. So df.ilock will is nothing but, suppose you try to get any values of the data, right? Suppose I want this particular value. I want to correct this particular values of this particular column. So how can I get this particular value? So ilock will do is just try to find out the location of this particular data values, right? So how we can, so what is the like rows of this? It has rows of zeroth row and 0, 1, one column. So if you pass this value, I don't know, let's see, 0 and 1. So okay, so it is giving me that particular umbrella. So yes, so whatever value we need, so we are going to pass through this to 0 and 1, like rows and column value, so it will give you that particular value. Okay, so what it is doing, so it will iterate through each rows, suppose, and here is nothing but I have made constant as what, made constant as 1, as this part is nothing but the column value, right? So I want to change all the values in this particular column. So this column value or one value will be constant, right? So this is going to constant, and I have to iterate through each row in this particular column. And so whatever values are there in this particular column, I want to strip and capitalize. Strip means, strip is doing nothing but, so whatever extra spaces in this, is try to remove this, and the capitalize function will do like it will try to take the word, and it will try to capitalize the first letter, and the remaining letter will be small letter. So this is the way it is going to do. I hope you understand. And one more thing, let's discuss. So yes, the same function, that same data frame that I have created once more, so I can apply. So here actually, for writing all this thing, like I have to take take 3 or 4 steps to write the functions. I can here lambda functions, or you can say anonymous functions, to apply this in this particular data frame. So it will be happened in just in single sentence, so no need to create manually 3 to 4 step writing different functions and using this particular data frame and column. So we can use this particular functions and apply this particular column. So what is lambda function? Let's see. So I have just created the same thing. So what like it will just strip it out and capitalize. The operation is same, but the way of writing is little bit different. So what is lambda function is doing, let's see. So you can see how to create like what is the means of lambda function, like how it actually works. Suppose I'm taking one function here. So you can see z is a function, and I'm passing one argument a, and I want to do an operation a to change to a value with means of increasing 2 values, right? So whatever value will pass to the parameter, so it will try to add 2 and return this 8 for this function. And if I want to print this with passing 2 numbers, so it will just create 4, right? So this is the manually like happens in the function. But if I want to try to write this function in lambda, how can I write? but suppose I'm passing the same thing, that a, whatever the argument, and I want to see that a plus 2, right? So whatever the a value will be, like whatever the parameter we are passing, I'm just passing the same value, and it will be automatically assigned to this a value, right? And we are passing some t, I'm giving, like this is the function name. So it is anonymous function, right? It has no name, but I'm just assigning one name so that I can pass the argument. So the lambda function is created, and I can take this function and I can pass any argument a, like it is taking one argument, right? So I can pass 12 arguments, so it will just create the same thing. So you have to write this many things to perform 2 plus 2, but in lambda function it will just create it in single sentence. So it is the same thing that I'm doing here. So I'm just taking the whatever argument in this particular column and stripping it and capitalizing it, and returning whatever value to this particular column. So this is all about the operation. In next part also we'll do some filtering in data frame and see one more like other various applications in data frame. So thank you guys, thanks for watching.